Hi, Clayton. My name is Sean. My wife and I are very interested in starting our business as far as getting new rentals, rental income. We're new to this, but we really want to do this. Something we've been talking about for years now, and just trying to save the money to actually do it. We live in Wilmington, North Carolina. We're always thinking about getting like condos or rental income in Myrtle Beach because it's a great tourist area. We just want to know how much would it take to get started investment? How much would it take for an initial investment? And when could we see returns on that? Because we really want to do this for our family and grow this and hand it down to our kids and their kids. It's just something that's very important to us, and we want to supplement this income so we can quit our normal, boring jobs. Thank you. Appreciate your time.
Thank you so much, Sean. I appreciate the question. So, I'm not sure if you're familiar, but at our company at Morris Invest, it's just Morris, morrisinvest.com. That's what we do is full service rental real estate. So what that means is you go to our website, you book a call with our team, and for 30 minutes, it's totally free. We just jump on the phone with you, put in your proper time that you want, pick the calendar time that you want, and we'll call you at that time and we'll help you figure out like what are your goals, what are your overall goals from a financial perspective. I think that would be the first place to start because we'll point you in the right direction. But the second piece of that is you wanted to be able to have some cash flow almost immediately, is what you said. It's going to be very difficult to get unless you're working with a team that can provide that. So when you talked about Myrtle Beach, I'm not sure about the infrastructure there and what that looks like, especially from a tourist perspective. During the summer is great, but then what happens the other times of the year there? I mean, I've definitely been there, and it gets quiet, right? It gets quiet during the school year. It's not what it is during the summer. So, do you want to be invested in a tourist area? And then again, the second piece of that is it pandemic resistant? So remember, tourist spots. This is another calculus you want to make when you're thinking about long-term legacy wealth. Yes, you might like Myrtle Beach. I like it. You might like Charleston. You might like, Bethany Beach, Delaware. You might like, Ocean City, Maryland, right? You loved going there as a kid, etc. But from an investment perspective, does it make sense? Or is there an emotional attachment there that you need to kind of get past? And so if you can kind of get past that emotional attachment, then what is the best outcome? Well, number one is South Carolina is not the most landlord friendly state in the country. Texas is. And so you start to think about, okay, well, wait a minute. If I'm not married to Myrtle Beach, then, and I did say I want immediate cash flow from virtually from day one when I make my investment, then I'd be looking at perhaps working with a team that can help you in that way. And I'm not saying we're the team that can do that, but I'm offering our assistance in that. So again, what we do is, as a full service team, you're buying a property and it's virtually going to cash flow from day one. Like our goal with the property management team is that when you close on that property, either a tenant has already moved in, is about to move in, or is days away from moving in. That's the goal, depending on when the construction finishes. Plus, it's brand new construction, and we work with lenders, so we want you to keep most of your money in your own pocket. And so our minimum down payment for one of our new construction single families, one of our duplexes, mostly in West Texas, is our main focus because it's such a great area for rentals, expanding job market. It's not a tourist spot, so you don't get that Myrtle Beach problem. What happens if there's a pandemic and all tourism shuts down? That means your family's wealth shuts down. So again, people don't think about that, but that's a very important component of this. You have multiple industries, you have low crime, you have great job growth. All of those things are important for us when we're building our new construction properties for our clients. So, and then, you are able to buy a property between anywhere, $38,000 and $50,000 as a down payment. And then that means you getting a property with the bank providing the financing for the rest of it, and cash flow from virtually day one. Like I said, our goal is always right around closing, but it could be a day or a few later. It could be a little bit later, but mostly right around closing is when a tenant is moving into that property. So you can expect, to answer your question, you can expect almost like an immediate return on your investment. Plus, it's new construction, so You're getting the tax benefits of that accelerated depreciation through cost segregation analysis, et cetera. So there's all of these benefits of doing it that way. That's my perspective. Sean, what I would say is book a call with us and we can point you in the right direction. And if it's not a fit for us, we can at least point you in the right direction in Myrtle Beach and, kind of give you some advice in that regard if that's where you really want to go. And then there's the other question too, is like, this a property you want to live in or use part-time? That's a totally different calculus, right? That's a second home question than a rental investment question. So a lot of things to think about, but I appreciate your candor and your question here. And hopefully I gave you my candor as well, because I think there's a couple of things you want to take into account, the emotional side of it, and being sort of married to a particular area that because you like to go on vacation there. So some things to think about. Book a call with us. You can go to morrisinvest.com if you're ready to take that real estate investing journey. We're happy to jump on the phone with you for 30 minutes for free and map out your financial freedom roadmap, and then point you in the right direction. So just go to our website, morrisinvest.com. And you can click on the little voicemail button down there on the right-hand side of your screen too, so you can leave us a 30-second voicemail here on the show, and we will attempt to answer it next time. Now go out there, everyone. Take action. Become a real estate investor. I believe it's the number one way to build wealth. We'll see you next time.